Hi, Samantha. How can I help you today?
Hi, thank you so much for having me. Um, so my question is, my son is super attached to me. I'm home with him all day, and my husband really does try to help out taking over. But my son will just want me to do everything, screams and cries for me. And we also have a 5-year-old daughter who always wants me to. So my husband will try to put our son to bed, the 2-year-old, and he just screams and cries for me, and it's like heartbreaking. And I'm just wondering, like, I know you said earlier to just, even though it's hard, like, give them that time together to build the connection, but how long do I, like, at bedtime, let that go on before I kind of jump in and take over?
Okay. So, number one question. What's your threshold right now?
God, I mean, when you're in it, it's like 2 minutes feels like an hour. I would say it's probably like maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay. So, it is 5 minutes. You can hear him cry for you for 5 minutes and then you feel okay. The first thing that I want to say, it's so understandable, normal, expected for you to feel that pull to go and help your child because you are mom and you are physiological wired to meet his needs. He came from you. You were his restaurant for a long time, and he's been with you all his life, so it makes sense why for you it feels like your skin is about to burn by just hearing him and not being able to or not going to take over. So I want to start with validating that very real feeling that you have. It makes sense to me, and I felt it as well in the beginning with my twins. um, the second thing that I want to ask you is, when you are hearing him cry and you say it's heartbreaking, what are you feeling at that moment? If you were to name one or two emotions, what would it be?
I don't know. Like I kind of feel helpless. Like it's like I just want to. I know if I go that he'll stop. So it's like I don't know. I guess I feel guilty.
Mhm. Okay. Before I move forward, is your husband a safe adult?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so your child is not crying for you because he's not feeling safe. He's just looking for his primary caregiver to come and console and comfort him as he's used to throughout the day. And right now, he's in a little pattern of he knows that in 5 minutes, mom is going to show up regardless. So that's the
Yeah.
first thing that I want to say. He does not cry because he does not feel safe. Crying doesn't hurt children. What hurts children is when they cry alone, when they cry without a safe caregiver next to them. The reason why I ask you, is your husband a safe caregiver? Because if he weren't, then I would say, okay, so it makes sense and it is not healthy if he keeps crying under that unsafe caregiver. But he is
Right.
crying with a safe caregiver who holds them emotionally and who is fully capable to do it. So what I'm saying here is that your discomfort and your guilt and that sense of helplessness is more you than your child being hurt by you not showing up after 5 minutes, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask you a question. When you say you feel helpless and guilty, what is that guilt telling you about you as a mother? Let's just say your child is crying, he's calling Samantha, mommy, mommy, mommy. He's not saying Samantha, mommy. And then you don't go, or you are kind of like waiting and kind of, what is that guilt telling you as a mom?
I just feel like I'm ignoring him. Like I could make that go away, and I'm like just sitting there letting it happen. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. What does it say about you? That guilt. If that guilt had your voice, what would it be saying about you as a mom?
I don't know.
I am what?
Like I'm not doing a good job.
Anything else?
I don't know. Sorry.
I know it's hard to lean into that guilt, and that's basically what I'm asking you to do. Lean into that guilt, hear it, and tell me what it's telling you.
Well, I guess if I really think about it, it's like the fact that I'm having such strong emotions about it, like makes me feel like I am a good mom, because if I didn't care, it wouldn't bother me.
Is this a realization that you're having right now as we speak?
I guess. Yeah.
I'm so happy and I see you smiling. I love that you came to that realization. Is there anything else that is coming to you new at this moment?
Well, I mean, just thinking about what you said earlier in your videos, and like he is safe, and like I'm not hurting him by letting him cry. Like someone else is with him that's caring for him.
So when you're saying, I'm not doing a good job by allowing my husband to be a father.
Yeah, I mean, when you say it like that, like, I mean, he absolutely is willing to, sorry, he's definitely willing to do whatever it takes, like stay up there as long as he has to put him to bed.
Okay.
And I know that he's done it before, like if I'm not home, but
when you are not home, when you are not home, that's your child, that's your 2-year-old comes down with him a lot easier than when you are home.
Yes.
Oh.
If I'm not home, then he's fine.
This is ding 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 ding. That's why.
Sometimes I pretend I have to go to work so he can put him to bed.
Okay.
And I like go out in the car.
Okay. So his reaction is not I'm unsafe. It's like he's basically writing a preconditioned pattern that you placed around him.
Yeah.
If I'm home, I'm going to run to you regardless if it's daddy the one putting you to bed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. He comes down with your husband when you are not home. This speaks so well about the kind of relationship he has with him. It lets me know that it's not an attachment issue or something that we have to work in terms of the attachment that he has with his son. This is more a behavior thing. It's more related to I'm trained to cry long enough because in 5 minutes mom is gonna show up.
Okay.
It's not a meltdown. A meltdown is a crisis. It's I don't feel safe. This is so stressful. It's a tantrum. Tantrums are goal oriented. The moment you show up, he comes down, he shuts up. He is having tantrums calling for your attention. And I'm not saying that's bad. He was being taught that pattern. So to end here, how can you support yourself? It's not about how can we support my child. how can you support yourself so you can help your child get out of that behavior pattern?
I mean, I guess allowing my husband the opportunity to have more time to try to put him to bed without me jumping in. And
How can you support yourself when you are
maybe if
telling your
I,
when you're in that headspace, I'm not doing a good job, I'm ignoring him, I feel helpless and guilty. How can you support yourself?
I don't know, I feel like if I'm not like sitting there hearing him scream, like maybe that will make it easier for me, like listen to music or something.
Okay. um do you live in a big enough place that you could be maybe upstairs or in a place where you can kind of drown the noise? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we got it. Now, what did you get out of this time with me?
I think it's just really helpful to have that one-on-one conversation and I guess validating some things too. And I think a lot of us moms think like we're doing a bad job whenever our kids cry, but just understanding it better and why it's happening, and it doesn't all mean the same thing, like that you're doing a bad job. It's just trying to figure out a better way to a better solution, I guess. So talking to you just helped me look at it in a different way.
I'm happy that you allow yourself to have this time with me. Would you like to have more times with me?
Sure, yes.
Okay, so I have an invitation for you. I have a community. It is a private community that comes with my direct guidance and the direct guidance of my coaches. And this community is a community of highly sensitive parents like you or me, or parents who are raising highly sensitive children, like your son. He is, to me, highly sensitive. He struggles so much during transitions, and it's because he feels so deeply. So I have an invitation to join for free. This is not a free community, but because you are talking to me, I want to give you free access for limited time. Would you be interested in joining
Definitely.
us? Okay. So, what is your username? Mm.
Sammy, I don't even know without looking at it.
Okay. So could you send me
Sammy underscore.
can you send me a direct message and say, "Hey, I was the mom that you helped in the live,"
Yes.
and I will share a link to a free trial. We meet every Thursday at 9 a.m. PST, and I directly guide whoever is there. And we are a nice and big supportive community of parents who, like you, want to raise emotionally healthy children. I think he broke up.
Oh, can you see me?
What was the last thing that I said?
I heard everything you said.
Okay, so just DM me and I will send you a link to a free trial so you can join us this Thursday at 9 a.m. PST. That's the
Okay.
time when we do our session. And thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thank you.
Showing up. Okay,
Thanks.
bye.
Bye.
If this video helped you, could you please end the live? I'm gonna end the video here. If this video helped you, help your son, your daughter feel more comfortable with the non-primary caregiver, could you please leave us um could you please share this with a friend? I was like, what was I gonna say? Share it with a friend. Send it to a friend. Say, hey, this video really helped me find more peace while my child is crying for me. I hope it can help you as well. And I have an invitation for you. There is a free class that I have for you to gain the system that I have to break free from frustration and raise emotionally healthy children. This is the same system that 14,151 of our parents did to bring peace to their parenting. You can find it in hicparenting.com. I'm going to put a link up here, or it's in the description below. Access it, go through it. It's free. There is no risk attached to it, only a lot of golden nuggets and transformation that could help you in your parenting from now on. Remember, it only takes understanding of yourself and of your children's needs to transform your parenting. That's Parenting with Understanding. I'll see you next time. Ciao.